Hi fire signs! This is going to be your daily Tarotscope reading for October 30th and 31st. I do want to point out this is the third time I've had to start this video because I keep forgetting what I'm saying. So that may mean that the energy for you guys this week is you're just kind of like taken off, caught off guard and not know what to say. I don't know. That might be for one of you, but I totally forgot what I was going to say, 3 times. So, that being said, this will be your reading for October 30th and 31st. If you happen to see this video a month from now and it resonates, then it was meant for you at that time. Don't pay too much attention to the dates. Also, if the reading does not resonate with you, check your rising sign, check your moon sign, see if those resonate, because a lot of times those will resonate a little bit more. Your moon sign will always show, your moon sign is all about your emotions and your feelings. So a lot of times you'll find that when you watch the readings for your moon sign, that it resonates more with what you're feeling, whereas your sun sign is going to resonate more what's going on in your physical world at that time. But that's just my advice. Also, I've done the fire sign and the water sign video, and I realized that I am shooting the video in my daughter's room because the sound is better in here. So please don't think that this is my choice of decor in the background. And if you see her sneaking behind me, it's because she didn't feel good this morning and she stayed home. But she's quiet, so we're good. So, that being said, fire signs, that would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's see what you guys have going on for the next couple days. Like I said in the other videos, this really has been kind of an intense energy the past couple weeks. Keep in mind, it's meant to bring positive transformation, and transformation means that the stuff that's not working has to kind of be pushed away. So if it feels like you're just suddenly being, forced to deal with all this bullshit that you thought was kind of over with, or bullshit that you've been dealing with forever and you're just kind of sick of it, it's the universe saying, hey, this isn't working. It's time to kind of let this go and focus on something new. There's a definite energy right now for starting new things, and completely new, letting go of your old ideas of relationships, letting go of your old ideas of what your career should be even. I noticed that there's a lot of people that are going off and just shifting their careers and doing things that they love, instead of things that are gonna, bring them all this, wonderful, stable income. I do know that when you are working at something that you love doing, it's going to bring you the abundance that you want. So for those of you who are, wanting to start something new in your career, this is a great time to do it, especially if it's something that you're passionate about, because this new energy, even though it feels intense, it's really good to start new stuff with, because you've really got that, you've really got that push to do something bigger and better and to do something new. So that's that. I do know that everybody's just super emotional this past couple weeks, so it's not just you. I've gone through it too, so it's just kind of a clearing away, It's just temporary. So fire signs, let's see what we've got. What is your energy for the next couple days? I got this new deck for my birthday. My daughter bought it for me. It's the Gilded Tarot deck. I love this deck. You're very guarded. But you have a goal. You might be, taking baby steps, but you have a goal. You have a plan, you have a path. You're determined. Oh, definitely. Definitely. You're feeling very confident in moving forward. You might be taking your time a little bit, or you might be just being really careful about who you speak to. But a lot of you, it seems like you've got a new plan, you've got a new goal, and you're making your way towards that, no matter what it takes right now. Yeah, it's definitely a new idea. I think for some of you, you guys have just suddenly had this new inspiration for something, or just received a new idea. It could be your career, and you're just kind of taking those baby steps forward. But this is with the Chariot. This is definitely something that's supposed to be on your path. So, you know, you're kind of wanting to get all the information you can. You're trying to want to learn all you can, and that's what these cards are saying. Just to keep that focus forward, and keep getting new information, keep learning what you can. So if you are starting a new job, or starting a new career path for yourself, or starting a new hobby that's going to bring in extra money for you, this is a great time to really get as much information as you can, learn as much as you can about it, because I feel like that's going to be really beneficial to you in the next couple days. I do also feel that this is saying that something that has been moving very slow the past, couple months is all of a sudden going to start moving a lot faster, and you're going to all of a sudden start getting a lot of communication. So if this is a relationship, this might have been a relationship that has been just very kind of baby step, baby step, baby step, baby step. But this next couple days, you're going to find that things are picking up a lot faster, and there's going to be a lot of communication between the two of you. And the communication is going to be about moving forward, about how you guys can move forward in your relationship. Definitely all very positive. So what is coming in for you guys in the next couple days? Yeah, it's like some of you are kind of being put on a new path. Oh yeah, this is definitely something new. Definitely something that makes you very happy. Although you are kind of protecting it a little bit right now. So again, it might be something that you're not really speaking to too many people about. You're still a little guarded about it. You're for some, I feel like you're not wanting to let the past interfere. I feel like for some, you're worried about something from your past coming back to bite you in the ass. Although I don't feel like it's going to be as bad as you think it is. Or it could just be that you don't want things to, fall apart like they have in the past. So I do feel like you're just kind of a little bit guarded with this new path that you're trying to take. This card has come up in every reading. This is the Scorpio card. This is the transformation card. So it definitely goes with the energy of this week. And this is the Two of Swords. So, and the Ace of Swords. I do feel for some of you have two options this week. And you know that one of these choices might be a little bit more difficult, but you know the reward is going to be better. But again, there's kind of it's not a fear of failing. It's a fear of something from your past. It's a fear of something from your past coming back to. Hold on, sorry. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay. It's going to be different for everybody, so I'm sorry. I do feel that you're going towards something new. For a lot of you, I do feel that this is a new relationship, and it could be a relationship that you've been in for a while, and it's not necessarily new, but the relationship itself is going in a new direction, and it's going towards something that you've wanted in the relationship. So again, this might be a relationship that has been very slow going, but all of a sudden you both have these new desires to move this relationship forward. I do feel that there is some element of something from the past that either you both are worried about interfering with, or it's just something that both of you know is going to have to be dealt with in order for you to move forward. And so I think that's going to be kind of the nervousness for the next couple days, is that there is something that's going to have to be dealt with from the past. I don't think it's anything major. It could be just addressing things in the relationship that have hurt you in the past. I do feel that in the past, in this relationship, there might have been a lot of ego involved, or one person is always wanting to be in control, and so one person might have been very slow, very guarded, and it's asking you this week that both of you kind of let that ego down and allow the relationship to move forward. In order to move forward, we have to obviously not do it the same way that we've done it in the past, because this has been a very slow moving relationship. I do feel in this relationship that the direction you guys are wanting to go in, I feel that you kind of want it to be this big major, like, overnight, okay, let's do it like this, but it's going to be a little bit more slow going than you anticipate, or the offer that this person is making to you might initially not seem like it's going to be able to put you in the direction that you want. But I do think that there's a lot more opportunity than it seems, and so keep taking these steps forward with this person. It's like there's one more little hill you guys have to get over, and it's dealing with something from the past, and that could just mean having a conversation about how things have gone in the past. This could also be that you have just started a new relationship, and you have how when you get in a new relationship, your exes all of a sudden want to pop back up and apologize, and with Mercury retrograde on Halloween, that could be it, that you're starting a new relationship and here comes all these exes from the past going, wait a minute. If that's the case, I do feel that for those exes that come back, that you just simply speak your mind, keep it short, and say, look, I don't want to revisit this, and let go. I do feel that that you've really wanted this current relationship, you've really wanted it to work out for a long time, and so that with it brings a lot of fear that maybe you've been holding on to this relationship for a long time, and now that things are finally moving forward, there's a little bit of that fear that, oh God, now what? Now that it's moving forward, now what? And so that might be it too. For those of you who are single, like 100% single, I do feel like this next couple days you're going to have a couple different options, or maybe you already have a couple different options. There's definitely an air of like two people, and one could be somebody from your past and one could be somebody new. One choice is going to be an easy, comfortable choice, and the other choice is going to be a little bit more difficult. You know what I'm going to tell you? Take the more, I don't mean difficult, because relationships should not be difficult, but you don't want the relationship that's putting you into your comfort zone either. You want somebody who's going to kind of, not in a bad way, take you out of your comfort zone, do new things. So obviously, if there's a choice between an ex and a new person, don't go back to the comfort, because chances are that relationship ended for a reason. And I'm not saying you can't fix relationships, but for you in particular, I think you really should, you're really being guided to not take the easy road right now, not take the comfort zone, take the road that might be a little more, that you might be unsure of. When you step into a new relationship, you don't know how this is going to work. You don't know how things are going to go. With the old relationship, you kind of know how that person is, and you know how to handle things, so it's a little bit easier. So your guidance is, take the little bit more difficult path right now. There's definitely new beginnings. There's also an energy of, again, a blessing in disguise, or an offer that does not seem like a big offer, but it really is a big offer. Almost like you meet a person who might initially, when you meet them, you might you might meet them in, like a grocery store or something. And so when you meet them, they're in sweatpants and stuff, and you think, oh, this guy's nice, he's good looking, but look how sloppy he's dressed. But you just met him at the wrong time, and he's actually, a very well-dressed person. And I mean, obviously that's an example. So I do feel like, it might seem like a small offer at first, but there's more behind it, or this person is a lot bigger than you realize, or is going to be a lot more influential in your life than on first appearances. And again, for those of you who are in a relationship and wanting to move forward with this relationship, I do just kind of feel like this next couple of days you might have to deal with something from the past that needs to be cleared up. But it's all about communication this week. Communicate before Halloween. Get everything you need to say out before Halloween, because communication is going to be a little more difficult next November. So be very clear on what you want, and be very clear on what you want for the future with this person. And be very clear with the people from your past who are trying to come back. Be very clear. If you don't want the past, be very clear, that this is not going to be, this is not what I want anymore, because you don't want anybody to have, false hope. Let me pull a few more cards for you guys. Sorry, I feel like I'm all over the place with this. At least when I type it out, I can see what I'm doing, but yeah, this is definitely, it's definitely the next couple of days for you is about forward movement. It's about pushing forward with what you want. And so again, in relationships, you're going to have to kind of clear away the things from the past. So if something from the past in the relationship comes back to, it's just because it needs to be dealt with. So even if there's an issue, you had problems with this person in the past, if you want to make it work, you have to be able to address the problems and then let them go and move forward. So If 2 years ago he forgot your birthday, you can't keep holding it over his head, you know. So, you know, deal with the little issues that are coming up from the past right now, and let them be in the past. And the Eight of Pentacles is, you know, it's saying that the focus is just to, you know, put in the work for what it is that you want. If you want this relationship, be willing to put in the work. And I do feel like this person is willing to put in the work too. And it might seem very meticulous at times, because I do feel like there's a little bit of a hurdle that you guys might have to get over. But I do feel that you're both willing to put in the work. Again, this is showing that, you know, whatever you guys have held on to from the past in this relationship needs to be released. And I think that that's what the next couple days is going to be. Again, just having to deal with something from the past in the relationship. But it's all for the forward movement of the relationship, because I think you guys are really jumping into a big step into your relationship. And again, for those of you who are single, you're going to have two options. Let the past be the past. All right. Much love, guys. Have a good Halloween. Much love.